You don't like ogbono, okay? Abeg, come on. This soup is not for you. Oh yeah, make we make this delicious ogbono soup. Before the day before, I cut and I dry all these feed I will be using to make the ogbono, because dry fish or dry protein kind of go well for ogbono soup or draw soup. Oh yeah, this one that the next day, madam kangaroo finish and takeshi. Go pack all the ogbono come back from inside freezer. We learn every day for this social media. That's why I learned how to put all your ogbono fish and the rest inside freezer, and it stay as long as years. I proceed to add all the protein, dry fish, meat, all the gbigbo inside the pot. Then I add the pepper mix. I add salt and I add just maggi. Your ogbono no need time curry, onga, to cook. At this particular time, I add this oil as it's already cake. I add it inside this plate to microwave it a bit, as we don't want cake oil inside the ogbono, because we want the ogbono to as well lighten up. At this particular time, I just blend it dry on buchi maize blender. I add the pomo inside the water so that it can all cook together. As the pomo is already soft, I added this fish. Then I carry this ogbono inside. Let me know the reason why I put it inside this hot water. Write it under the comment section. But if you are not pro, don't do what I'm doing now, because the plate is very hot. I just turn it inside. That is because I already gauge the water. Oh, don't go and try it and your soup becomes so watery. If it's becoming too thick, it's fine. You can at least add more water. But how about if the water is too much? So because I already gauged the water, I just flip it inside like that, and the plate is really so hot. So I stir together and our soup is already getting the consistent that we want. I add a lot of crayfish. Remember, I first of all cook that water of the meat with crayfish. So I love crayfish on my soup a lot. So I added extra crayfish just for extra flavor. Then at this point, I add this fish that I already dry, steam and dry. So I add it inside and I keep stirring and stirring to make sure everything stir together or mixed together without lump. So if you are not pro, remove all the meat and leave just the water. Then put your ogbono bit by bit while you stir it fast, because you don't want your ogbono to have lumps. At this particular time, we're already settled with the consistent that we want. I just scoop all the round because we don't want dirty and messy pot at the same time. Of course, we are done stirring. We switch to this particular oil stew. You guys, if you remember the oil stew that everybody has been hyping in this house, this is how I made it without pepper, without tomatoes, just bell pepper, then bleach my oil, add a lot of onions, stir